Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Swerve 360 Digital coming to you live from the magnificent 10,000 Studios. Swerve 360, the Monument, the Medicine Man, the Chronoke. Here today to talk about another battle from a great event, Southpaw Unplugged at the Camel a couple weeks ago. They dropped Trig versus Face. We spoke on it. Today we're here to talk about Nunn versus Ray Manley. Nunn versus Ray Manley. Of course, as you know, my technique, I'm trying to adapt to the Southpaw judging system. Right now, I'm kind of doing my own thing. I do watch the battles 3 times. I watch and listen. I watch without listening, and I listen without watching. To me, that's the only way you catch the true essence of the battle performance of these two competitors that square off on stage. Start things off, I got a little ice in a glass. I got a little something brown to get down. I'm gonna pour a little something in there like that. I might as well go ahead. Go ahead like that. Salute to Southpaw. Great event. Great one-round battle. Salute to Nunn. Salute to Ray Manley. So nice, I might have to try it twice. Let's get into it. We had a coin flip. Ray Manley won the coin flip, so of course Nunn goes first. No rebuttals, as he said, not in a one-rounder. I assume this was a one-round unlimited. Nunn jumps off and gives us 7.5 minutes of quality material. Now we'll break it down, but just as an overview, Nunn gave a great one-round battle. I'm sure as he tours the country and hits these spots, he gives you a certain amount of material, a certain amount of content, gets his money, and he's out. And I think in this battle, he provided a good amount of content. 7.5 minutes is a good round, a good hearty one round. He had a lot of content. Kurt Cobain, the nerve on an opponent, nerve on an opponent. His mom was a prostitute. His dad was abusive. There was crackhead and dopehead practices going on in his house. And he went on about his struggle. I haven't watched but 1 or 2 of his battles, so I'm not familiar with his struggle, but he did tap into it a lot in this round, and Ray Manley spoke on it. We'll get to that in a minute. Here at Swerve Digital Recap. Southpaw Unplugged. Ray Manley versus Nunn is what we're talking. Nunn's first round. He was somewhat judging Ray's character for being a bit hypocritical, if you will, and talking about contradiction. He mentioned his words. Ray Manley had the mannerisms of a fagissimo. His words, not mine. No offense. No offense. This is battle rap. It gets a little grisly sometimes. Battle rap. Talked about his family troubles. It's a little much for me. I'm not the type to spread family troubles like that. And we'll touch on that in a minute. I don't have the answers. None of the above was his first good reaction in the room. Denali, GMC, you rah-rah, we hoorah, I'm in the army, got a decent reaction. Clap your whole team, I'm a good sportsman, got a good reaction. Let this Sig plant in Richmond, Philip Morris, got a great reaction. And of course, lines pertaining to the city you're visiting are going to hit hard. Now, someone mentioned that Bravo had a similar line, but I don't think anybody's calling him out on it for biting. I just think maybe it was a similar premise. Richmond's only so big. It's a lot of the same metaphors floating around. Kicking it with Jehovah like Solange got a big reaction. Clap on that corner, minimize, pick you up, Enterprise. So much white in your hood, you're gentrified. You know, he was on a roll. At this point, he had heated up. The first part was a little slow. At this point, he was heated up on the roll. Had the room live. He was cooking. You know, all that stuff. He was lit. All that stuff you young guys say. Faith in the magazines was big problems. Do a number on your name like Ocho Cinco. Body for nothing, appendix, and you're in the body. Get the body for nothing, appendix. You know, a good solid round. You know, you don't feel like he's taking advantage or robbing anybody for money. He brought bars. He brought 7.5 minutes of bars. Now it took him a minute to heat up, but heat up he did, and he had great material. Lots of content, lots of punches like we like here at Swerve 360 Digital. So, Ray Manley is charged, anticipating, ready to go at this point. Nunn finishes up. Ray Manley's on deck. Ray Manley, you white guys that give you an inch, you take an 8 mile. His first big line in his round. A lot of content here. A lot of content. A lot of talking about black situations. A lot of talking about Nunn in particular. Umar Johnson. Hard to get out like the Chinese finger trap. Walk out on academics. Joe Budden. A lot of black urban, whatever. A lot of African American statistics. A lot of current event statistics going on in Ray Manley's rhymes, okay? Rage Against the Machine, Shout to Rage, I like that. Henrietta Lacks, I need to do the Google on that, got a big reaction. Witch Trials, Drop Gems, Not Responsible for the Fallout, getting it Nunn a bit, got a nice reaction with that. A lot of content, and he describes Nunn as a horrible son, which he has a point. When he has a few angles he came with in his round, and he has some good points. So salute to Ray Manley. He's not a lot of heavy punches, a lot of oohs and ahs, and a lot of conversation, as he said. A lot of conversation. At 16:20, which was about 7 minutes in, Nunn was obviously mad. I think the family talk that Ray displayed towards him was getting to him at this point, and Nunn was clearly irritated and mad. The Beatles, the White Album, Litmus Test. Know what? Don't answer that. I like that. Wasn't even a bar, wasn't a setup or nothing. Just, know what? Don't answer that. I like the attitude behind it. Ray Manley was cooking. Ray Manley had a lot of content. Let's keep moving. 35 to cross the Nickel Bridge, hometown lines, everybody loves. The strap is husky. The clap is ugly. Clip after clip, I'm binge watching you. You know, this is when he got into his rapper shit and hit with some big punches. After the conversation, he got around to it, as he called, some Killer Richmond shit, and got into some punches and hit big in the room. Just a lot of content from Ray Manley. I might have missed some. I'm not mentioning everything. I'm not going bar for bar. A lot of content from Ray Manley. Ray Manley rapped 11 minutes. Now, in a one-round situation, it's go for what you know. I don't have any problem if people stop short, they stop short. If people go for 15 minutes, they go for 15 minutes. In a one-round battle, let's be clear, I do not care about the time situation. That's mainly for 3-round battles. Today, Ray Manley, as I've said in the event recap, packed what I believe to be 3 rounds of content into 1 round assault. Nunn was a bit blindsided at a moment. He looked, like I said, mad and frustrated. At the beginning, he looked flustered. He tried a few big K kicks to dismiss some of Ray Manley's lines, but Ray Manley was too much for Nunn today. Now, opinions vary. Most people agree Ray Manley won this battle. There's a few objectors out there, and there's a few people that didn't care for this battle at all, and I could see that. White guys don't always hit across the board, and Ray Manley's conversation did get a bit wordy and lengthy. After the battle was over, Nunn had a lot he felt like he wanted to say. Him and Ray were talking on stage. Ray Manley, they gave a big hug. Just shows battle rap. No matter how gritty we talk, at the end of the day, it's just words, and we're competitors competing on a stage. Great battle. Southpaw, great event. We need to muster up and get some more fans out at this event. This is Swerve 360, the Medicine Man, the recap, Ray Manley versus Nunn. Ray Manley definitely packs everything into this 1 rounder, the whole kitchen sink, the whole enchilada. A lesson in politics and battle rap, in poetry, with an aggressive tone. I don't think this battle really hurts Nunn. It is a bit odd that he didn't want to talk about it after and hadn't promoted the battle at all. Hey, you take a loss, you take a loss. It still exists in time, and you ought to man up to that. That's what we respect here in the RVA. Here's the thing: Ray Manley stock is way up. It's growing. Nothing can slow him down. I'd be interested to see Ray Manley against anyone right now, especially some of the LOC competitors. Tell me who you think in the comments, internets. Tell me who you think. I'm interested to see Ray Manley. I thought one thing of interest, Ray Manley to me reminded me of Lux. No one like Lux in Lux versus Arse, but Ray Manley reminded me of Lux. Very complicated, very complex. He complicates the angles. He said it himself. So let me know how you feel about that. Ray Manley versus Nunn. Ray Manley got him. Shout out to Southpaw. Shout out to Radio B. Shout out to everyone associated. The homie Trill Nick, BBW, baby. The skit.